Welcome all UX designers. Real quick, I want to show you Figma's new dev mode process that we as designers can use to just keep a track record of our design as we design them. And what I mean by a track record is in the new dev mode, you can compare your changes of a particular screen throughout the whole design process. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say we want to compare the changes or look back and see how far our design has come on this user profile page. So what we would do is click on user profile page, the title, in other words, whatever you have it titled as. And then we want to go over here to this button in the top right. This is your developer or your dev mode button. This is a change from design mode to dev mode. So let's click that. Now we're in dev mode. As you see, things has changed to green. And we got developer panel. So what you want to do is you want to come right here to compare changes. Now we're still on our screen, user profile page, and we want to come over here to compare changes and just click compare with previous versions. And what this is going to do, it's going to give you a side-by-side view of where you started from and your current version. So matter of fact, this say February 19th. We want to go to February 5th where it says frame created. So this is where my very first initial design started, and this is where it ended. But okay, let me explain this to you. So all the green outlines are things that were added. Yellow means things that was.
The world is yours and everything in it. It's out there. Get on your grind and get it.
Alexa, cut off. I'm sorry. Alexa, cut off. Alexa, cut off. Alexa, cut off. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my morning wake up alarm. Yellow is everything that was edited, and red is everything that was removed. So if we start from February 5th to today is February 26th, we can see all the different versions. And okay, so we're going to click on 27 auto save. If we go all the way down, February 5th, February 6th in the morning, February 6th in the evening, February 6th at night, February 7th in the morning. So I work non-stop, as you can see. And as we click on one of these, we can see the changes. So we're going to say, because I'm not sure how much I changed. Let's just click on February 8th. So we're going to go from February 5th to February 8th, which is 3 days, and see if any changes. I'm not sure what changed. And it could be something real subtle, like spacing or something like that. So yellow means edit. So I did something down here. Okay. I did something down here. I want to see a big change. So let's go to February, something like February 20th or something like that. So I know there's going to be a big change there. 19th, auto say February 20 or 19th or something like that. All right, here go February 20th. So let's look right here, February 8th. And we're going to say February 20th. Let's see what changed. Not sure. That was in the morning. That was okay. I see now I'm added. Okay, let's go back. There we go. So I have 3 different tab options down here: delivery, packages, and vendors. I click on February 20 at 8:46. So this is 7:12 a.m. Let's 8:46. Now I have 4. I made my screen longer where I can scroll, and I kept my bottom navigation in place. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's see what anything else changed. February 21st. Okay, there go the change. So this big old promotional advertising screen, I minimized it where you can put more on here and made more space. So look at it. Boom. Yep. February 20. Let's go to 23rd. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Let's go here. So this is where, after meeting with the developer, he didn't like the design down here. He says it doesn't have a lot of call to actions. Some of the stakeholders suggest that we change it to something like this. Okay, I give the stakeholder what they want. We start working on it. I pretty much don't like it, their vision of it. So this is where a designer, you try to still create, still please the stakeholder, but at the same time, you as a designer has to be a designer and understand the methods of designing. And what I mean by that is layouts, spacing, all those kind of things. And as you can see from right here, where I ended up at to over here, we just kept iterating. I kept playing around with it, spacing and everything. Start adding my own touch to it. So the main thing is they were saying was it wasn't a, let's go back. It wasn't a call to action here once a user first come to the site. Users come to this site to create events or service an event or request an event. So the developer himself was saying that wasn't being shown in my design right here. The stakeholders and the owner of this company wants the app to be real simple and quick access for the user. They want the user to be able to come here and be able to pick either a service delivery or look for vendors. And I felt like I accomplished that with this design. But as a designer, you have to take in all accountability of everyone that's on the team as well as your usability test. Because eventually that's going to be the person that uses the app. So after about a 2-hour discussion with the developer and the stakeholders, they all suggest that we should change it up some kind of way. So in the middle of the meeting, they start asking me to go through a design and change up, and they start putting out suggestions, asking me to design right then and there in the middle of the meeting. Yes, in the middle of the meeting, they wanted me to design. So they threw out suggestions, and I just started designing from their suggestion. They said this is on the verge that we're looking for. They said the people should have like a help me kind of button. I don't like help me. It just help me. As a user, you come to the app and say it's help me. So they started throwing out different words, different phrases, different names, and they came up with craft your experience. Again, craft your experience. Okay, all users are not in that mind state of what is the word craft means. Craft. Everyone, and I know it's kind of simple to a lot of us, but craft does not mean the same thing to everyone. And we got to keep all users in mind, make it simple for all users, not just a selected few. So I kept playing with it, and it just wasn't doing for me. So then I moved. This how he wanted. He wanted like a bubble kind of thing, a half circle kind of thing with craft your experience being the big one to the left. It just wasn't doing for me. So I realigned it. I started liking that a little bit. It still wasn't giving me the overall feel of the entire app. The entire app has this color theme to it and has that feel to it with the buttons. But okay, so after we got off our call, as you can see, we was on this meeting, like I'm designing 6:10 and this 9:15 the same day, and I'm still designing. So we're in the meeting the meeting started at 4:30. We got off the meeting round by, I want to say about 6:45, something like that. And at 9:51, I still was designing. That shows my work ethic. And then, of course, I said that's enough. I got to this design, I said that's enough at 9:51. I left it alone. And then the very next day, the next morning, I got up and started working again. And this is what I started working on. And I said that gave it a more design feel of the whole app. And I took out the word craft your experience and create your experience. I feel like the entire user body could understand what create your experience is better than craft your experience. And I just want to show you guys, Figma new dev mode. And of course I just kept working. And it's just little subtle things until we get to, of course, what you have now, which is this screen. So thank you guys for watching. It was a quick demonstration of how Figma's new dev mode works and how us as designers must create or keep creating as we go. Thank you guys.